Hi there, it's day 12 of our 40 days of prayer, and today's passage is Matthew chapter 7 verses 11, and I'll be reading it in the NIV version. If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? I'm going to read it one more time. If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? Two questions. The first is, are you evil? And the second is, do you know how to give good gifts? Christmas was last month, and for those of us who exchange gifts over the Christmas period, I would imagine that none of us really set out to give bad presents, and we're just thinking here in a material sense at the moment. But when you're going to purchase a gift for a loved one or exchange gifts, none of us really set out to think by thinking, okay, I'm going to get the worst gift possible. That's just buffoonery. It just doesn't make sense. And in so many ways here, we can really take two things from this. The first is that for us to approach prayer in humility, that actually there's something about recognizing that we are sinners and we do sin and have mixed motives and are still able to do good and still be motivated to do good. Therefore, if we can do that, how much more can a perfect God do good on our behalf? Because he loves us. And the second, coming out of the first, in approaching prayer with humility, is that for us to have confidence in prayer, we must approach God in humility. That our confidence grows only when we recognize our fallen estate before him, that we are with sin, and that only Jesus Christ is the true perfect Son, the perfect Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world. And this is evidenced in the fact that you are probably even watching this today, the fact that we are drawn together by the Spirit to serve him in the church and in the wider world. That we are born again, that we have salvation because of his death and resurrection. Now, if we approach God with this humility and request of him things that are a part of his desire and plan for humanity and for creation, how can we not have confidence that God in his sovereignty gives good things and gifts? Now that is an amazing challenge for us, to approach God with the confidence and the assurance, knowing that he is good and that he has a desire to give us good gifts.